Jerry, 2 games in such a short space of time, you thought energy levels maybe sapped? Not a bit of it, was it? It was an incredible performance.
Yeah, wonderful. I'll be honest, first half was a real tight affair, I thought. But they're a good side, Slough. Neil and John have built a really good squad. I said that before the game. So some good players, wide players come into pockets of space, really clever, and they get the full-backs up. And yeah, really clever with their movement. And it took a while for us to work it out, to be honest. We learnt a lot today at possession as well. So second half, when you're banking in 2 banks of 4 and not being so aggressive in a 4-3-3, I said we were going to tweak the shape slightly tactically, and we did. But wow, I mean, the threat and the power and the athleticism we got in this team is scary, and it scares defenders, scares teams. And obviously we get off to a very, very good start with a penalty. If I'm being brutally honest, I think it's either 2 fouls, the one just before that and the one on Scott, or it's no fouls. So yeah, they may feel, John and Neil probably rightly aggrieved by that, but if we get given it, and of course we've got to go and score it. Poor goal to concede, another overlap from a midfielder, and then obviously we score without being at our best. Really good breakaway from Scotty up the pitch, lovely square pass, and that man Cody Cook goes and scores again. So 2-1 at half time without being at our best. But I've said to the boys there, if you win a game 5-1 and we're not at our best, then we're doing something okay.
Yeah, we've won 5-1, 5-0 under you a few times, really one-sided affairs, but you were grateful for your defence. Kieran Parcells, some incredible clearances off the line, one at the start of the second half, and you're still 2-1 up and things like that.
Won a 5-1 game, if I'm being totally honest, it wasn't. There was, well, when I say that, it was because that's the result, and you have to defend. I said at any time in this league, you come up against good opposition, and Slough are a very good side, and we've had to get our bodies on the line, but that doesn't come by chance. Defenders are there to defend, and we could have scored 6 because Alex goes up the other end as well with a little flick back as well from across from, I think it was Zach. Really, really pleased. It was a squad game today. Don't know whether I got it right before the game, whether I should have freshened it a little bit with a couple of personnel, but they've all gone on and contributed. Tom Smith, I'm absolutely delighted for him that he goes and gets his goal. Elliot Freer sets up the goal for Alex at the end because a lovely little touch by us in front of the dugouts, takes us up the pitch. We know he can do that. And then Zach finds himself in the box. What lovely composure from the young man. Chops it off his left foot onto his right, parried, and then Alex goes and scores. So, no, brilliant. Now listen, Cody will rightly take all the headlines today. That's a proper number 9 there at the moment. There are dying art number 9s and not many around. But I was saying to someone on the bench, he's doing a bit of everything. He's very physical. He's up against people. He's showing that he can run the opposite way as well as dropping in. And he's in very, very good form, very confident. So delighted for him, but delighted for all the group because this is really challenging. Two games in this short space of time is really challenging mentally and physically. And yeah, that keeps us on a really wonderful run and a fantastic game to go and look forward to down at Ebbsfleet.
And you said how difficult it is. That's the first time in 15 years we've won them both over this August bank holiday when it's always hot and things like that. They coped with it well. You said to me before the match, didn't you? The players are looking after themselves and it really pays off. It
does, yeah, and that tells you it. They must go and do it, and they do. We know they do. We'll give them tomorrow night off, and then they'll come in Thursday. They all joked about that when I said it, but they've earned that little breather. They'll go away now and they'll recover properly. We'll come in, we'll have to be tactically right for Saturday against a very, very good side, top of the league. Very, very strong squad, very good coach. But the way we're going at the moment, we're going to step down there with loads of confidence, no arrogance, loads of confidence. A team that's in very, very good form, a team that's got teammates that want to come on and help and contribute. People sat in the stand who are chomping at the bit to get in the team. And again, I've said about it before, there's so much resilience, there's so much grit, there's so much will to win. That winning mentality is it's a brilliant thing if you can box it up. You're not always going to have it because you go through some difficult moments, but I said to them, whilst we've got it, just keep putting your foot to the gas because teams genuinely are scared of what we can do. We have to ensure, and we didn't quite do this first half, that we could trust each other with that first pass still. We've seen us probably more free-flowing here in recent games, but it doesn't really matter. What really matters is 3 points, but if you can go and score 5 goals at home and only concede 1 and keep that winning form and that winning mentality going, then we can't be nothing more than delighted.
You've been in football a long time. Have you known a team swap their shirts so early in a game after it started? It was pretty obvious from the start there was a clash and there was going to be a problem.
Yeah, it was actually, and ironically, me and Neil and John had spoke about it before the game. I think the kit man got it wrong actually. I think it's in the book. We know what colours we play in. As soon as I saw their shorts, I thought, that's not good. And then when the shirts come out, as soon as we kicked off, I said to the linesman, we're going to have to do something about this. And he actually said, I've got a problem. He said, I'm looking across and I can't differentiate between the two teams. So it wasn't necessarily us had the problem, it was the officials. But then you go and do something about it. You want to make sure we start, because obviously we'd scored, and make sure we start bright. All the messages go on. So that was difficult with the break in play. But yeah, we never looked like we were going to lose the game, really, if I'm being totally honest. We always looked like we had that bit between our teeth. Some strong performance. I mean, Chris Lyons just got stronger and stronger and stronger as the game goes on. I know what he's good at in possession, but I thought
every minute as well.
Yeah, I think well, there you go, 36. His physicality, the way he's tracked back near the end there to go and clear one for a corner. But then I'm going to go through them all. So they all to a man, every single one of them, every staff member over this bank holiday has worked really hard for this. Amazing support. I mean, over 1,400 at Twerton Park.
Yeah, highest on an August bank holiday Monday for 50 years.
Wow.
But it's normally not the best of crowds as well.
Wow. And people still away on holiday. So, yeah, listen, a massive thank you from me, the staff, my players and everyone, all the board. This drives the team. It really does. It makes such a difference. I said to you before, thanks to those ones who went to Farnborough. Massive vocal support there. And I have to mention this. Extremely sorry for what happened with the coach. That was nothing anyone could do about it. It's just one of those extreme circumstances where it's a difficult decision and the coach company make a decision on what we should do, and we felt extremely sorry for them. There was no one was going to win in that situation. It was always lose-lose, but the thing is we all got back safe. I know we all got back late. I know the supporters got back late, and yeah, I just want to say thanks for being so ever so patient for us on that one, and coming up today and turning up today and getting behind the team. I think is important. But again, that shows the resilience in the club, doesn't it? And the grit in the club and what we're all about. These things are made to test us and challenge us. But we dealt with it as a football club and as the coach company, Barclays. They're a wonderful coach company. They support us wonderfully. So it's important we recognise that as well. And there's nothing they could do about it. So yeah, thanks for being so patient on that one as well.
You said before the game, do this for Dave Singleton. Certainly did that.
Massive, that's for you, Sings. Yeah, listen, he was a teammate of mine. Played a lot of football with Dave Singleton at his football club. Wore his heart on his sleeve. He was life and soul of the party. He really was. Not just parties. He was on the coach. Those away trips were slightly different back in the day. We had so much fun and a lot of stuff that we couldn't even talk about now because the game's changed so different. But he was at the forefront of it in a good way. I used to bounce off him. He wasn't the man that we all knew now because he was suffering from such a terrible disease and dementia. But I've been in touch with his son Josh. We've obviously spoke as a football club. We want to do a tribute to Dave for the Weymouth game. So that one goes out to you, Singy, and wishes with his family, obviously.
Yeah, a fitting end, a brilliant afternoon for your team. Well done, Jerry.
Cheers. Thanks, Mark. Cheers.